hey, I'm gonna need you to wave at your camera so we can move on with this video because I don't want to be the only one waving. And okay, I know you didn't wave at the camera because you know this is a recording. But if you did wave, I need you to send me an email saying that you actually waved at a recording. I want to officially welcome you to Nash Online. I'm your mathematics instructor, Mr. Hanson. I'm going to be with you this upcoming semester on learning math here at Nash. But first, I want to officially welcome you with my welcome dance. Hey, oh, hey, hey, oh, 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 welcome, welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. Okay, that's enough of that. So hopefully you felt welcome to the class. What I'm going to do in this video is actually go through a couple of things. So when everything starts on the first day of class, bright and early in the morning, you'll be able to go to the class, go to your Moodle page and start clicking on things, reading things, and getting yourself officially enrolled in the course. So let me do this real quick. Bring my other page here. All right, so the first thing you want to do is go to Nash, our website, and you're going to click on Moodle. And I actually logged in already because my computer knows my information. But if you didn't know, your Moodle information is going to be the exact same thing as you logging in for your email address and the password. Everything's going to be exactly the same. So, and it should say right when you log in at the bottom how to log in. So if you have any trouble with that, just send me an email. But again, your username and your password is going to be the exact same thing. So once you log in, you're going to find your class. Now I'm going to do my Math 171 class online. I know that you probably have maybe '03, '05, some class, some semester. Don't worry about it. This is all going to be the same thing. So just kind of follow with me. I'm just going to choose a random class. Let's do Math 171 '03. So this is what your front page is going to look like. What you're watching now is my welcome video. The next thing you want to do is go ahead and click on the syllabus and read over the syllabus. Anything that you might have, we got a lot of new things in the syllabus, so make sure you want to read over that carefully. But the very most important thing we need to do is the enrollment verification activity. This officially gets you into the online class. The first day you actually started and get along. So this is the first thing you have to do. Is really the only thing you can do because I blocked all the rest of the assignments until you complete the verification activity. This is where you actually get your certificate for orientation to upload here. So once you complete this, all this is wrapped into it. You come here and upload your orientation certificate here. Please do not email me the certificate. You want to put it here in Moodle. If you already done this before, they have a little button or feature in saying been there, done that. You just click on that and you should be good to go. So those are the first things that you want to do in this course as soon as the first day rolls around. So a couple of things in Moodle I want to go over to kind of make sure everybody is comfortable because I know you're probably nervous. Oh, this is nervous math. My sugar's not here. Yada, yada, yada. Don't worry about all that. Listen, I'm going to set up some things to make sure we having a good communication. Is up to you to send me some emails, text messages, whatever you need to do to make sure you're comfortable and you're not out there alone doing this course. So if you don't have a computer or Wi-Fi or something's not working, here are our library times, and obviously for any time whatever we're going through, especially during this COVID-19 pandemic that we're in, if something breaks down, you can come to the library and use the computer to get your work done. So this is the next thing you want to click on to get familiar with it, and I'll go ahead and click on it so you can kind of see what's going on. Again, this is for my '03, '05 class. My '62 class is going to be just a tad bit different as far as the information here, but again, it's majority all the same. Everything is different. It's just the dates, the due dates on everything. So as soon as my computer finish loading. So the first thing I want to pay your attention to as far as for online is you have a week to do the majority of all these assignments, just 7 days. So everything will open up on a Monday morning, and then everything will be due the following Sunday at midnight. So 7 days to complete all seven. That means you need to read the book, learn the material, watch the videos, do some practice problems, and then go do the homework or test, whatever the case may be, before the due date. So here's the due date here. This is a great document to print out and put over your refrigerator, your bathroom door, your bathroom mirror, something like that, so you can kind of keep an eye on what we need to do. So here are your first assignments. It's going to be a virtual name tent. I'll explain all these in just quite a bit, but you see the due dates are here. So these are going to be your friends, so make sure you follow these due dates. There are no penalties as far as the work is concerned. So if you turn this after August the 30th, I don't really have a penalty on it. But however, when I go to Moodle and to My MathWise Plus and show you, all these assignments are locked until you finish the assignment. So basically, you have to complete 2.1 before you can start 2.2 and then 2.3 and so forth. And you have to complete all the sections before you can test. The only thing that has a penalty on it if you don't complete it by the due date is the test. That means, well, I'm going to drop it one letter grade if you are testing after this due date. So that's why it's important for you to make sure you have all these assignments in on time, including your book work here. And then the test won't unlock, and then you'll be able to test on before September the 13th for this particular class. Now, again, Math Online, of course, 0662, you look up your assignment due date page and figure out what is due for your specific class. But for any class you're taking, no matter if it's the fall, spring, whatever, just make sure you follow that. So that's what the 10% deduction is, just for the test, not for homework assignments, just the test. So let me know if you have any questions on that. So let's close that out. Let's move on to introduction to resources. This is all the stuff you need to be clicking on and reading so you can have a good understanding and expectations for the course. I developed a question and answer slide. This should have been in your welcome email for you to read because a lot of you have a lot of the questions. And if you come right here, the majority of them is already answered. So just for instance, a lot of you sent me an email about what does the math book look like, whatever. Here's the picture of the math book. Here is the ISBN number for the math book, and your calculator is required for this course. So if you have a TI-84, this is kind of like a high-tech calculator, or the older version, a TI-83, both of them will work fine for this class. The other important thing, you can read through the rest of the question, but the other important thing is the proctor track we're going to be doing this year. So proctor track is required because it records you taking your tests. So if you look away from the camera, you're talking to your roommate, the dog's barking, you go into another website to see about an answer, it flags all that stuff because I have settings in place, and it'll let me know. I will check the flags and let you know if you passed or failed the test. I won't tell you if you passed or failed. I will just send an email saying that you failed the test because you were so-called cheating. So this is to make sure you prepared as much as you can. As far as the test, you can use your notes, you can use the calculator. Does not matter to me. There's other websites is what I don't want you to go to mainly when we do the proctor track. All right, so that's enough of that. So please continue to read the rest of the slides. So just to make sure you have any of these questions already answered for you. Here's my schedule. Because of the whole COVID-19 thing, I will probably be in and out of my office. So the best thing we'll do is to set up a Google Meet. So you just send me an email, text messages, whatever. Say, Mr. Hanson, can we meet? Having some troubles or whatever, can we meet? Do a Google Meet? Well, in enough time for me to send you a link and then we can meet one-on-one to answer your questions. The next thing too is I need you to join this Remind Me Texan app. So everybody should have their own personal class. You click on this and it will take you right to their Remind page where you need to enroll into the course as far as into the text messaging app. And this is kind of what it looks like. As you can see, I have all my classes listed for this semester. Obviously, next semester look a little different, but the following semester. But this is where you will go, and I will text you back and forth as far as if you have any issues, concerns. I might be checking up on you, telling you how you're doing, telling you good job, why your classes are incomplete, stuff like that. That comes right to your phone because a lot of us probably don't have our phones linked to our email, but it's usually with text messages. So I would do it both ways too. Send you a text, email, so we make sure we stay in good communication. So one of the requirements is too for this particular one is to as soon as you sign up, most of you already did. Some of you already signed up, which is great. But all I need you to do is go back to the test message and send me your first and last name with a facial picture of yourself. This will help me with Proctor Track. So when I'm viewing your test, I can see if that's actually you taking the test and for it. So just if you don't mind, first name, last name, and uh, take a snapshot of your face, and then send it to me in this text message for me. All right, and all the instructions are right here written as far as how to do those. All right, so let me close this one out. And tutoring. So if you click here, this gives you a little video of how to connect to MathHelp. MathHelp is our online tutoring. Obviously, because of what's going on in the world, we can't come to campus all the time in whatever case you might have. However, you'll be able to click on the web, the email and email MathHelp, and we have certain students that's going to help us with the tutoring process. They're available from Monday through Friday. Well, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 1 to 10, and then from 1 to 7 on Tuesday, and Thursday. Right now, we don't have any weekend hours, but we'll see if we can get some in. But more likely, it'll just be Monday through Friday. The other thing too, please make sure that you communicate them effectively. Please don't go email them saying, I don't understand anything in 3.6. I don't understand anything. Can you help me? They're not going to help you. You have to come up with a specific question, bring your work, take a snapshot of your work, send them your work, or send them your notes. Let them know that you have a specific question on this specific thing, and then they'll be able to help you. They're not going to go back and teach you the whole chapter. That's not what they're designed to do, and that's not what we train them to do. So make sure you can use them anytime. Just send an email and they'll send you an email back saying when they're ready to help you. And obviously you can come to get tutoring from me also on both ways. So we just want to help as much as we can. So the next thing you want to do is complete the onboarding process as far as Proctor Track. The onboarding is where they ask you for your driver's license or Nash ID card that you put up in the front of the camera. They don't tell you to take your face. You put your face in, and you turn to the right, you turn to the left, all that kind of good stuff. Those what you want to do for onboarding, because this takes you usually about 24 hours to get you into the system. So you don't want to do this right before you test. You want to do this on the first day of class when you bought your code and everything, put the code in everything, and then go ahead and get on so you can be in the system and ready to go whenever you are ready to take your first test. Don't wait until you buy the test, because then you won't be able to, because you're not in the system. Get in the system as soon as the first day of classes is enrolled. So to kind of give you a feel of what some of the stuff looks like. So this is what the code you should have bought for purchase from the bookstore, and that could be your code. This is going to be the onboarding process where they actually you don't do this one time. The onboarding process, once you get you in the system, you don't have to do this for every single test. This is just one time so they can get you in there. They'll know that's you taking the test. And then they're going to tell you to do a bunch of little check. I have read this, check, go to the next step, scroll all the way down to where it says download, all that kind of stuff, connect. The instructions should be pretty much straightforward. And then once you are set to go for your first test, look for this little blue little arrows to show you that's going to be your first test, your password for your first test. All my tests is password protected, so you have to go through Proctor Track to get your password. No, I will not email you the password. You have to go through Proctor Track, get the password, because that's when the recording starts, and I can start recording you taking your test. Please keep in mind, even though recording, if you want to sing while you're taking the test, all that kind of stuff, where they get you hyped up taking the test, whatever you want to do. I'm not concerned about all that other stuff with it. And also, you won't see any of the red flags that pop up. So that's kind of nerve wracking if you're taking the test and you keep seeing red flags that you're doing something wrong. I will see all those at the end. Once you click submit and you're done, I will see all those flags and I will let you know through text message or email, and we'll discuss if you have any red flags. But I don't think there's going to be any problem, because I know all y'all great students. So let's go to the next part. Let's close this one out. And you notice I'm using those arrows to open up and close things. Here is the virtual name tag that's going to be that you need to do. So here are the instructions. I would love for you to have a picture of yourself so your other peers can see who's in your class, kind of getting to know you kind of stuff in the classroom. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things I would like for you to do. And then once you do that, part B is I want you to come back to the group chat or the group discussion, and I want you to find one of your peers. And I kind of want you to read through and get to know, like I said, get to know each other. And then on the last one, I want you to try to pick out the lie. So they're going to put down 2 truths and a lie, and you try to guess by replying back to them which one is the lie. The next thing you want to click on is the review quiz. This is kind of like a scavenger hunt. You kind of got to you have to read through all this stuff to figure out the answers to these questions. They're not hard questions, and all the answers are provided. So it should be an easy 100 for you. You start off by putting your first, last name, your cell number, email address, the text and map. I'm going to send you a thumbs up app, let you know that you did everything, because I need to see your first name, last name, and a picture of yourself before you get a thumbs up. If you don't get a thumbs up, you're missing something or you're not connected. Here are the calculators, the MyMathLabs code that you need to get, and so forth. So a lot of these questions here, this one here, number 7, you need to open up your MyMathLabs Plus and answer the very first question in section 1. So section 1 will be open to you. The very first question, and you put your answer here. That way I'll know everything works. It's an easy question about factoring, I think. So you can just put your answer in there, and then you can, for this particular one. And all these answers, like I said, are in the Moodle. So all you have to do is just keep clicking and reading, and you'll find everything. The assignment due date, remember, that's what you need also for the email. So what date is it lab 2 completed or due? Where's the most accurate part here? That's going to be in MyMathLabs Plus. So I actually gave you this answer. So this is going to be a MyMathLabs Plus, and that's going to be the most accurate. Yes, I do put grades in Moodle, but they're not going to be as accurate as it will be in MyMathLabs Plus. Moodle is because they do what is called a visa, and we send out emails saying the student is doing this, and you get email back saying, oh, your grade is so low, you got to get it up. Well, again, I only do this maybe twice every 2 weeks or something like that. So I won't, as far as in Moodle gradebook, but what you need to do is be focused on MyMathLabs Plus gradebook for your most accurate grade for the course. One of the other things too, when you send this remind, anytime you do remind, it will be to me only. Ms. Pitts, our math department chair, the whole class, no. Any text message you send to me is only going to come to me. That's it. And the rest of the stuff you can find for yourself. I'm not going to give you all the answers. The last thing you need to do is you need to send me an email. So this is going to be a grade. Once you complete this and hit submit, that's going to be a grade. And then your second grade is I'm going to check your email. I'm going to check my email to see if you actually did these 3 things. Number 1 is share a good or bad experience that you had in the past. Then number 2, share a plan for getting help if you're struggling for something, or some strategies that might help you be successful in the course. And then the next thing, take a snapshot or download the assignment due date document and attach it to the email. If you're missing these 3, you will not get a 100. So you get a 100 for this submission, and then you get another 100 for the email address, send me an email. Make sure it's a new email, or where don't just reply to one of my previous ones. Open up a brand new email and send me this information in, and label it the first quiz email, something like that, so I'll know. And your class, make sure you put Math 171 in there. All right, what's next? So let's close this out, and then we'll actually get started. Once you complete all those, that's actually going to be the first week. The second week is when we get started with chapter 2 in the section. So again, none of this will open until we do the verification activity on that part. So the next thing I want to do is I want to show you how to log into MyMathLabs Plus. If you already done this, then you can kind of fast forward through some of this part. If you already know how to sign into MyMathLabs Plus, but here's the website. You do your login, your password. Your login is going to be, again, your first initial, middle initial, last name, last 3 digits of your student ID number, and then your 6-digit birthday. The only catch is too, if you're born in like February, don't put 02, just put 2. So February, there was Valentine's Day, February the 14th. So if you were born on Valentine's Day, you put 2, 14, and then the last 2 digits of the year. The only ones that has a double digit is obviously December, November, and stuff like that when you put 12 and 11 in October. So then it's going to ask you for your access code. So you have three options here: access code, buy now, or pay. If you have the access code, it's because you bought the book, you bought them together. If you go to Amazon and get the book, it's not going to come with the right code. So you probably wasted some of your money. If you come to our Nash bookstore, it'll come with a code in the book. So you put that in there, put your access code in, and it looks like this. And you put the code in for the letters. Just make sure you double check before you hit submit when you put all the letters in. If you bought the book at Amazon, you can buy the code on this website. So just buy now. Go ahead and purchase it now, and then you automatically get into the course. If you do not have the funding, you're probably waiting for financial aid, or you need to get paid next week. I don't want you to get behind on your assignments. So click pay later. Because remember, you have to answer that very first question on the quiz, right? So you have to get into My Math Plus to answer that very first question. So click pay later, and then go buy the code. Keep the code for at least, I think it's 7 to 10 days, something like that. It'll prompt you to saying, where's the code? So go find your code, put it in a good place, put it underneath your mattress or something that's real safe, that you know where it's going to be at, and nobody's going to throw it away, because that code is very expensive. So click pay later if you don't have any of that stuff, because I definitely want you to get started on My Math Plus like the first day of class. So this is what the code looks like when you open it up and scratch it off. Here is your winning letters that you type in here. Then click next, and then you're ready for the course. So that's how you log into My Math Plus. I think that's about it. If you have, again, any questions or concerns, please. I know this was kind of long, sorry, but I want to make sure everybody felt welcome as far as the course is concerned. So please, 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 we can talk right now through email, but go ahead and start definitely signing up for that Remind. The Remind link I'm going to put into the welcome email right underneath this link. So go ahead and click on that link and get signed up, so we can you can text message me your first last name in that picture, and I can go ahead and give you a thumbs up with it. So I think that's the main things I would like for you to do. Watch this video again if you need to. You can bypass the whole welcome and the wave and stuff. Just get past all that, but go straight to the assignment. I hope you feel comfortable as far as the course is concerned and you felt welcome. Again, welcome, and thank you for choosing Nash.